It seems like the gameplay trailer release for Modern Warfare 2 2022 has been changed. We'll go through that info, some new MP leaks for this game, and a bunch more. Be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. First up here, let's go through some tweets from insiders. Tom Henderson tweeted out, MW2 soon. He doesn't really say what he's referring to here, but then we get a tweet from the Ghost of Hope. He's given us, leaks and stuff on this game for the past couple of months. He said June 2nd for Modern Warfare 2 reveal trailer. From what I'm hearing, I was told May 30th, but it is the same week, so close enough. Very interesting stuff here. Now, we've talked about before May 30th being a potential date for this reveal trailer. Now, Charlie Intel commented on this before, and they said, well, May 30th makes no sense because that actually is Memorial Day, and there's no way on a federal holiday Call of Duty will do a full reveal for a new game, which makes complete sense there. That's why I said in the past that May 31st maybe makes a bit more sense. Even if Modern Warfare 2019's reveal was May 30th, doesn't mean this game's reveal has to be the same date. The same time frame makes sense, and now here we have info that it's going to be only a couple of days later. So instead of Monday, May 30th or Tuesday, May 31st, it's going to be Thursday, June 2nd. So just the end of the week. Not that big of a deal whatsoever in my eyes. Of course, the main thing here is the game itself. Will the game itself be fun to play, enjoyable, campaign, MP, the third mode, DMZ, Spec Ops, whatever it's going to be? Will it have replay value? Will it be a good step up from MW 2019? All of this stuff is a lot more important than the reveal trailer releasing 4 days later than we originally thought. So obviously, I think you guys all agree with me with that. But of course, I talk about it a lot on the channel because I like to keep you guys updated on the exact dates and changes and updates on everything that we're getting for this game. I enjoy it. You guys seem to enjoy it as well. So I'll continue to update you guys on the new information that comes out for the marketing of this game. I talked about how important the marketing is for the teasers, the reveal trailer, different images that they release on their Twitter, all that stuff. I think the marketing is very important. The exact dates don't really matter, but it is worthwhile in my eyes to talk about. So that's that with the official reveal trailer for this game, and we'll talk about in separate videos what we're expecting for this reveal trailer. Will it just be a story trailer like, with Modern Warfare 2019? Will they show more gameplay than before? Will they show some snippets of MP? Because Call of Duty reveals in the past sometimes show not only just campaign, but some shots and gameplay snippets of multiplayer as well, and maybe we'll even get a small teaser trailer or teaser snippet of Warzone 2 at the end of that MW2 reveal trailer, which I think would be super hype as well. So, we'll talk about our expectations for that in a different video. But up until then, we still have about a month until June 2nd or that week for that official reveal for this game. What other marketing are we going to get? Of course, about a week ago, we got our first official teaser for this game with the Twitter profile picture and background change. That was all cool. Then we just got the huge, announcement and the logo reveal for this game. They announced the game title. The logo looks sick. That was insanely hype. And I think from that, IW saw what, again, I've been saying, and I'm not saying I'm the only one saying this here, but little bits and pieces of marketing stuff like this gets people so excited. I mean, look how hyped people were just for a logo reveal. Imagine if at some point this week, they just tweet out a shot of the campaign, a single screenshot from the trailer, and say, coming soon, June 2nd, May 31st, whenever the date's going to be. Trailer coming soon. I mean, that would be so insanely hype. And then a couple of days later, they do another short, 5-second teaser video of a shot from the trailer, or maybe something from the campaign or the third mode, MP, whatever they want to do. Little bits and pieces of marketing like that really gets people excited. It gets me super hyped, and it seems to perform well on Twitter and on social media for them as well. So I think it's going to be super smart for them to continue to do mini teasers up until the full gameplay reveal of this game, late May, early June. We'll see what happens. Of course, we talked about different dates here. May 19th was something people talked about, and Ralph mentioned as another date for some pretty major MW2 reveal and teaser info, but apparently that's actually not going to happen. Someone asked him not May 19th, and he responded, no, hard verifying those who contact me under the guise of an insider. You live and you learn. So pretty much someone told him that they were an insider and they knew that something would happen May 19th, and it turns out he wasn't that accurate, which again, as we talked about in previous videos, makes sense because you can't always believe what you hear on the internet. Even if you have a credible source, things change behind the scenes. So IW never officially told us that the gameplay trailer date would be May 30th, and now it's going to be June 2nd. we're saying it's changed because, you know, we have talked about those rumors and info on the channel. So we know that maybe it was going to be the beginning of May, or end of May, I should say, but now it's going to be beginning of June instead. But IW never officially said anything anyway, and they still haven't officially said anything. So always remember, when we're talking about these leaks here, nothing has been confirmed. So even the June 2nd date, although I think it's very, very plausible, I think it's very likely we get that gameplay trailer on June 2nd, it's not confirmed. So if that doesn't happen, you know, we can't yell at IW. We can't blame anyone, really. We just have to say, you know what? I guess it's not going to happen that day. That's just the nature of leaks and rumors, especially for Call of Duty. Sometimes they don't come out to be fully accurate. So we'll see very soon what happens here. Now, despite May 19th not being a date for, you know, new reveals and teasers, I still think regardless, during the month of May, this month, we will continue to get more teasers for this game. So I'm not, you know, mad here. I think they're still going to do stuff. Again, they saw that logo reveal. They saw how hyped that was, the most liked COD tweet of all time. So clearly they're going to do some more stuff here. We'll be covering it all on the channel. Now, before we go through any new info here on this game, we have some new MW2 multiplayer leaks, some other things we're going to see for this game. We have a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Before we get into some more info, I wanted to talk to you guys about Billy Talent. It's the official rhythm game for the Canadian rock band Billy Talent, of course, featuring their hits and tracks from their newest album, Crisis of Faith. It's available on the App Store and on Google Play. You can play through the greatest hits of Billy Talent in a PvP mode or in a single player mode. The gameplay is smooth, easy to understand, but challenging enough to be a ton of fun. You could choose guitar or drum parts, each with 3 levels of difficulty for all of the songs in the game. The better you are as the song goes along, of course, the more your combo increases, substantially increasing your final score, which of course gives you a great spot on the various leaderboards in the game. And the leaderboards are there for every single song, part, and PvP challenge in this game as well. So there's a lot to grind for. Just for an example here, as you can see in the challenge log, we have these different results for all different songs here, such as Devil on My Shoulder, This Suffering, Devil in a Midnight Mass, Reckless Paradise, Try Honesty, and of course many more here. You can track your progress, see the difficulty of that challenge, and then obviously grind more, get better at those individual songs on those different difficulty levels with your different parts, guitar or drum again. So a lot to go for there. And for a specific PvP challenge in the game, here's one you guys might want to do. The challenge is you will get a randomly selected hard level track for you to compete against another player. No health, just score, and there's no pause option during a challenge. So again, that one there, against another player, PvP, just your final score, build up all of the combos by doing well, and then again, you could potentially complete and win that challenge against that random player. So that's Billy Talent. Of course, if you guys are interested, link is down below in the description. It's available on the iOS App Store and on Google Play. And there's more information down below as well, so check that out. Thanks again to Billy Talent for sponsoring today's video. So back to MW2, some more MP leaks to go through here. Apparently, this is actually for the game at large, but this is still pretty sick. The Ghost of Hope tweeted out, Modern Warfare 2 will have a firing range, which is so hype. Hopefully we get this for Warzone as well. And this is always so good for, you know, testing out weapons and, you know, getting ready to actually get into the game. It's not a big deal for players. Obviously, if there's no firing range, I'm not mad. But it is a nice little added addition that we haven't seen in a couple of Call of Duties. Last COD to have this was, I think, you know, what was it? Infinite Warfare? I don't know how many CODs actually had this here. I think World War II maybe had it. I'm forgetting, honestly. But this is a fun feature and definitely would be welcomed in MW2 this year. Let me know down below your opinions on that. Another leak here. This is from a while back, but still is kind of important for the game at large. Modern Warfare 2 would have a theater mode / photo mode. That was always so fun to mess with in the previous Call of Duties. We haven't really seen it recently, so for that to return, again, it's not a big deal. It's not a major issue for me if it's not in the game. But if it is in the game, I would definitely welcome it. It would be a ton of fun to actually use for videos, especially for me as a YouTuber. I mean, that would be so sick to have, you know, nice screenshots of the game, to get different angles, to make different, you know, cinematic intros potentially. So sick. So hopefully that does return in the game. But again, if it doesn't, really not that mad. Now, some more stuff here. The Ghost of Hope said this, a very important point on the map design for MW2, made more compact and faster paced versions of Arklov Peak and Krasna Raid, which are both MW 2019 MP maps, if you guys didn't remember, which are both notorious for being way too big and slow. I think these would play much better this way. This does not include updated cover placement, which would be littered throughout where it is needed. So perfect point here. I mean, a lot of the MW 2019 MP maps, the map design is just way too big and way too spread out with so many different locations to actually explore for no reason in my eyes. I mean, I get that people like different playstyles, and I get not everyone wants a super compact, fast-paced MP map, but I think MW2 would succeed if we had a little more of those types of maps here. I'm down to have those larger maps with, you know, more intricate map layouts. And I've seen your guys' comments on my recent MW2 videos, and there are a lot of you guys out there that loved Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer, and you loved how tactical it was to play that game, how tactical the map design was, and I get that for sure. I like playing that way as well. I just felt like that game, it was too much focused on that angle of COD MP, and a lot of the, you know, close quarters combat was lost there. And to bring some of that back with, you know, more concise maps like this, more compact maps, would be greatly appreciated, and I think it would definitely benefit the game for a lot of the, you know, MP audience. So let me know down below your opinions on that. As I said before, I want these maps to have a good variety, and of course it's hard to say I want a perfect balance of big, medium, small maps, all different designs. You know, you're never going to get a perfect balance. I'm not saying that, but that is the direction they should go for, rather than a ton of maps that are all way too big and play super slow. Especially, like, you have to admit, those MW 2019 maps on 6v6 were so slow. Now, if they do bring back combat pacing to MW2, which I think is a great feature from Vanguard, you could have those bigger maps, you could play 6v6, which is more tactical, but then you could ramp it up to 12v12 and make that same map a lot more exciting. I think that's a perfect compromise there if they want to do that. Now, if they don't want to do that, again, not too big of a deal, but I think they would definitely be missing out. And I've seen some people comment down below, they don't actually like combat pacing, and I really am interested to see why that's the case, because I think it's a really good compromise, and it doesn't really affect a lot of people in negative ways. If you want to play 6v6 on a larger map and have a slower game, you could do that. If you want to play 12v12 on the map to make it more exciting, and maybe not more exciting, but more fast-paced, you could do that as well. So if you guys are opposed to combat pacing, let me know why down below. I'll put your comment up on screen in a future video, because I really want to understand your guys' POV to that. And if you're pro combat pacing, I mean, let me know down below. I kind of know why already, but you can let me know your opinions on that, of course. Definitely down to hear everyone out on these issues. The Ghost of Hope also says, the good thing about MW2 is that IW can see data from maps, modes, playlists that worked and were regularly played from MW 2019 and put resources towards that sort of stuff. He goes on to say, why put resources towards making night vision goggle maps when it's clear nobody played them? Very true. They didn't even make a single other MVG map for post-launch content. Content in MW2 is very likely to be focused on what worked: gunfight, ground war, mimicking the good 6v6 maps, etc. The fact NVG had different reloads entirely from the regular modes showed it took a lot of resources away from other parts of the multiplayer, and them not even adding any maps post-launch showed that they have data saying it wasn't popular. Focus on what works, ditch what doesn't, which, again, very true stuff there. And it's unfortunate because it was kind of cool seeing the night vision goggle mode being revealed and that coming out, and it was a cool little angle for them. But I feel like I always saw that as a gimmick to where, okay, it's a cool little feature, a part of this year's COD. Not something I'll actually even play that much, but I'll check it out. It's a cool little marketing ploy as well. I'm not saying that's deceptive or anything, but it's cool. Like, oh, this year's MP not only will have a normal MP mode, as we've seen before, but it'll have a super special new night vision mode, which is cool. I mean, I'm definitely down with that. But if IW actually did want that to be a super popular mode and they put a lot of resources to make that happen, and of course it didn't turn out to be popular, it definitely, you know, should not return in MW2, which sucks to see. I mean, it wasn't bad, but again, as the Ghost of Hope said, they're better off focusing on what worked for the game to maximize the amount of enjoyable content they can make and we could actually get to play, and MVG just wasn't a part of that. So again, that's that there. I doubt it'll return in this year's game. If you guys want to return, let me know down below and why you want to return. Again, I'm open to hearing your guys' opinions on that, and maybe I'll put that up in a future video, but I didn't personally enjoy it too much. It was cool. Maybe it's good for campaign. It was fun in the campaign, maybe for Spec Ops, but for MP, I don't really know. I could do without it. So some more stuff here. Not really understanding how MW2 is going to have a focus on ammo conversions with weapons with a potentially already low base time to kill. I have no idea what the base TTK is for MW2 yet. but it's still a worry that ammo conversions could end up lowering an already low TTK. So what we've said before, and of course there have been leaks and rumors about this TTK. Apparently it's going to be slightly slower than MW 2019, definitely faster than Cold War. And for Vanguard, we don't know how that's going to match up yet, but MW 2019's TTK for me was just a bit too fast. I'm not mad at the fast TTK. I mean, COD Ghost had one of the fastest TTKs of all the Call of Duties of all time, and I pretty much enjoyed that game. I played a lot of it, and I enjoyed the MP, but when it gets too fast, it's just not as enjoyable in my eyes. So I think having a perfect balance between Cold War and MW 2019 would be ideal. Even a bit slower than Vanguard would be nice. Not that much slower. I still want it to be faster so it feels like a IW game. I mean, IW just has that slightly faster TTK, which I'm fine with, honestly. But if it's any faster than MW 2019, oh, that's just going to be way too much. So hopefully it's in the middle of Cold War and that game. Let me know down below your opinions on that. That's it for this video here. Of course, continue to leave your comments on your ideas, opinions on this game, things you want to see in MW2. I'll be sure to put them up in my future videos. Shout you guys out. I took a break from this video because there was a lot of stuff to talk about, but I'll continue to do that in future videos. So leave those comments down below. If you guys are new, enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 100K. There are 2 of the videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members. As always, link to the Discord is down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.